It's totally fallacy. It's fallacy. It's bogus. You don't just fall into something looking for something good and you end up falling into something bad, and then you hold on to it. You say, oh, all I've got is tuberculosis, so let me hold on to tuberculosis. Yes, that's nonsense. If something is sickening, is ailing, it makes you ill, or is sickening to you, why do you hold on to it? Just as you will reject anything which isn't good for your system, the same way you must reject the same thing, despite the benefit that you might get. But you must know that the consequences outweigh the benefits in some point. So why do you allow yourself? As they said, there will be many who will be flocking out there. They are solely dead. They are solely dead. If a man loses his soul and gains the whole world, what does he profit? This wisdom is even there in the book as well. And that one doesn't click to you. You think you are there, but your soul is dead. You die if you sleep, or I put myself to sleep, and sometimes I realize that the soul is probably gone. I don't know. The harm that was done to me 2003 through these same spiritual Christian groups that were forcing the spirit onto me, or something, whatever was being done, or the spirit has been doing it to me even before I entered there. I don't know, whatever has been done to me spiritually. And these things is coming as a result of our continuous belief and the stubbornness in some of us, or the human beings, who keep on out of desperation or whatever it is. We are all desperate. Just everybody is desperate. But my desperation should not encourage me to embrace something evil into my life. And nobody can talk to any of these people. Nobody, because people are so desperate that, why should you make it? What is annoying all is that some of them are very educated, mentally equipped. And that mentally equipped that they have got, others have not got that, and it's understandable if they are desperate. But if you are mentally equipped and you also are claiming you are desperate, and cannot use that mental ability, your knowledge, your skill, whatever you did to move and do things personally, you physically have certain chances that you can build your life, and you are drifting it into such a lunacy thing, such a lying, deceptive thing, which is not honestly true. And when you go there, you lose your soul and your so-called ability and your mental sense that you have paid a lot of money to develop to become useless. And you see them standing on platforms, and they are walking dead. They are actually dead, because when they lie down, something takes control over their lives. And they sleep snoring like dogs. When they go on the body, it's like they have become empty. The soul, whatever that gave them the life when they were born, they have life, it's gone. That I see the signs in me. I see it in some people closer to me that happens, And they've lost, their soul is lost. The very person, or the very divine spirit, the deceptive spirit, is always requiring your soul. God doesn't need your soul. He has given it to you. He does, something else takes your soul. And anything that is deceptive or is not a true God demands something from you. As I said, God doesn't need to give you a goat. He doesn't need you a goat and say, take that goat and sacrifice that goat for me. Or, I want you to put your soul out there and give me your soul so that I will give you what? Life. If you take my soul, you've taken my life. How are you gonna? This silly. If you're not thinking straight, how are you gonna give me life? You are deceiving me and taking something good from me and making me become, nothing. And you're passing me on to me some temporal happiness. People do that. There are some ritualistic rituals that if you go to, you are promised huge sum of money. They give you all the money, give you riches, and they take your soul out of you. And you enjoy this riches for whatever time, and who knows what the end becomes. You become useless or something, or you enjoy and you die. Your death is just, you die and that's it. Your soul, they hold your soul. That is a strategy of something that is evil. But anything that is good will not require from you your soul, will not require from you anything. If a man wants to gain something in life, look at what you go through. You suffer, you struggle, you sweat and pain. In Revelations, it tells you something similar. That through works, through your suffering and your sweat, you will gain your life. But as in the process of that, your pain and the struggle and your begging and you're struggling to gain all that, you rather lose your soul. You gain your life, you don't. After you get whatever you got, you've ended up giving everything that is uniquely about you. Unless you are somebody who refuse deception. You did not work for somebody by sacrificing your life, in a sense that you were giving your soul and service to that person, that whatever the person tells you to do, even if it's wrong, you do it, because at the end of the day he will sack you, or he will ruin your life, or you are afraid of the problems that you will face in life. Are you willing to go in there and do all the to hold on to your soul, do everything you have to do with no fear, and grab onto yourself and attain the things that you want to take? Are you ready to take the arm, if it means taking an arm and going out there and get what also you are entitled to, what belongs to you, to and survive on? Are you ready to do that? Sorry. That is the attitude, holding on to yourself. But most of the time, most of us cannot do that, because who want to encourage violence? Those who have got their life or still hold on to their life. Nothing is against them. Nothing will be against them. They have got what they want to get. They have attained what they want to attain. It doesn't matter the means. They got it. But still does not mean that is what we should all do, or that's how we should encourage. Greedy people took along the line, and they set the path for that. They were spiritually inspired. Most of these days, that people who took out this, those mantles, some of them were, most of the time they are dead. The soul is dead. They kill without compassion. Anybody who has got a soul in him cares about their fellow person. It's natural. So when people take up, those people who take the road and they have got somewhere and they've gained whatever and the riches in a certain order, most of them, they are solely dead. They have no compassion, and that is why we're suffering. There are riches of people out there, as I said, that their riches is twice the number of people that exist in the whole universe. If we are 2 billion people, they have 4 billion riches in their palm. They can decide to give 1 million to people, everybody to live fine. But the soul is that they have no feeling towards their fellow human being. There's no care. All they care about is what is from their, the closest, sometimes their own close relative, they don't even care. Because they believe that you can hold on to that riches, is power, and he cannot share the power with anybody. And why should he share it with anybody? It gives him the sense of control and a temporal happiness to 70 years. They can even buy hip and put it here. They can buy nose and put it there. They can buy anything they want to buy. They buy people's kidney. They can tame people on the hospital and get information to access and make sure that you get me the right kidney. If a rich man wants a kidney, he will get it. Because he can even prepare and pay money to the institution, because probably he is sponsoring the whole hospital. He's got money. So the kidneys that come, they sort of lie to somebody, your kidney is not good, and keep it there for this rich man, because he's paid lots of money. He has got access to everything. I find problem giving data of my information out easily, because it might look like it's going to a safe hands. No, it's going to be protected by, there's like I'm being protected from that little thief out there who wants to steal from me. But that is not it. It's being taken to give to the big thief himself. When the big the big robber himself, he's there to rob you. He's the master of robbers, because he has got so much riches, and any information he got access to it. So all your information is there, and your health and everything is at risk. He can decide to buy. He purchases his life, his future ahead of time as he lives. And they're buying human parts. It's like common there right now happening. Who has got the money to buy that? People have got even money paying for a trip to go to the space of billions of money. Others are suffering. If they are using all their money investing in research ideas, and the rest of it helping people genuinely dishing out the money, because they are getting more, but as they reach out. There are so many people. You don't need somebody to point you to rich or poor countries. You don't need somebody to point you to a poor person. You got clear information. They can reach out to the people. They don't need people to come and tell them that. But this is the reality of life. This is how life has turned out to be. And most of these, that shows the sign of how the generation, gradually the spirit or whatever it is